but don't go on stage and have a ho-hum set. People get up there and they're just like, so, bro, this is your job. And these people will go up 3 years into comedy just like, and so I was playing an app game, and what's the deal with Bejeweled? And you're like, this is my Friday night. I make chairs, asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda. Runk. It works though super well.
Whoa.
Watch this.
Cool.
Yep. So I can breathe.
So are you gonna get the surgery?
I mean, eventually I'm pretty sure I'll have to, but that works for now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
How's your nose though after all that stuff?
It's really dry. So whenever it's really dry, it still makes it so it's clogged. Because I can't get like there's like this like layer of like, I guess, dried mucus around my nostril. So the construction is better, but
is this the show?
yeah, sure. We're talking about my nose surgery.
It's a great show.
Well, whatever. We'll do a clip up front that'll be banging.
Nose
and
line.
it'll be like, here it comes, and then
Nose
we'll
line.
start talking about the nose.
Well, everybody knows we have bad noses, you know, internal noses, but the breathing is better for you, you're saying.
Yeah, except for when it's dry. When I'm dry a lot, so
and it
it's
gets like inflamed, or it
yeah,
closes off a little bit.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, that does.
So I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it. I guess it was.
Yeah,
but
they also say with that kind of stuff, it takes. When I had my sinus corrective surgery, they were like, it'll start to feel better soon, but it won't be fully better until 3 years from now.
3?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I heard 6 months or something. Wow, that's crazy.
But we had obviously different things. That we
Right. True, yeah. But we had the same doctors.
Oh yeah,
We did, right?
yep.
So I don't ever like when music is on. There, I said it.
But you,
I don't ever like when it's on. Ever.
but is that the same thing as not liking music, or what?
I understand why music is good. So I you know.
But you'll randomly like a song.
I will, yeah. I will.
Like, what is the song you do like?
You're a rich girl, and you know you don't come, and they know you're gonna partner anyway.
You're a rich girl, and you know you don't come.
Well, we gotta bleep that out.
You know? But wait, what? You like that song? Or that was just...
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, well, what else do you like?
Adult, education. Bam, bam, bow now, bow now, bow now, bow now, bow, bow, bow. Around, bow, bow now, bow now, bow now, bow now.
And
you know.
so why do you like hip-hop then? You like
So
rap
drunk.
music.
Yeah. Well, no, I like Tupac, yeah.
You don't like rap music in
I
general?
like
You
hip-hop,
you
yeah,
like
but I
Tech
don't like the
Nine
new
and-
stuff, really. I like Tech Nine, yeah.
He's new, right?
Well, at this point, he's like 50, but yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know if he's 50, but yeah, he's older. Damn. I mean, I'm like the 21-year-old, like Lil Durk kind of stuff. I can appreciate it though. Like that song with Lil Durk is good, but only because of what's his name? The other guy, the big J. Cole. I know J. Cole.
Jake Hole?
J. Cole. Jake Cole.
Oh, wow. Jake Hole is a good name though too.
So yeah, Jake Cole.
Who's that rapper just went to jail for shooting
All of them.
Megan Thee Stallion's feet?
Oh, how long is he gonna be in jail for?
10 years.
10 years.
Isn't that crazy? Here's what's up with me, and I've known this for a while now, but it really sort of sunk in even further when I read about that. I don't want anybody to go to jail. Almost ever. You have to actually kill someone or commit like a really otherwise violent crime. Or I mean, there are financial crimes, I guess, but even them, I'm like, oh, damn. Talking about years in jail.
I know a lot of time the financial crime is just like, oh, that guy just got caught up. You know, you're like, oh, like
Matt,
he
what
knows
he did?
What?
Yeah, I do know. I do know exactly what he did. Actually.
He shot her foot.
But even then,
right?
I
Yeah,
know
he was
that.
acting like Joe Pesci.
Yeah, he was. He was actually saying,
What'd he do?
dance, 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 and shot at her feet. And like bullet shrapnel got lodged in her feet and everything. And at first, she actually lied to the cops because she didn't want him to get in trouble. And then eventually she obviously told the truth and she ended up having to take the stand. She says it like ruined her life, which I totally understand. Like,
Really?
It's double traumatic. You got to actually have that experience and then you got to actually go through all the courtroom proceedings to make the guy go to jail, you know?
What I don't get is if
And
somebody...
he has no chance at parole, which is the craziest part. Some violation he committed during the trial or something like that. There's some like rule that he broke that says if he's found guilty, he has no chance of parole. So he's going to be in jail for 10 years no matter what for being Joe Pesci.
And Joe Pesci got off scot-free in all those movies.
Joe Pesci never went to jail.
So hold on. Well, his head was in a vice, right? Wasn't that him?
He got killed. Well, no, he put a guy's head in a vice. And at the end of that movie, he got beat with aluminum baseball bats and kicked into a hole. And when we saw that movie in the theater with mom and dad, there was a couple behind us that kept...
Well, wait, hold on. How old were you?
When that movie came out?
Yeah.
I was either 11 or 12.
It was that young?
It was 1995 when Casino came out.
Okay.
Yeah. So Casino comes out.
I was
11
15.
Or 12.
I was 14.
We saw... My dad was really excited because, he's excited anyway. He loves Scorsese. But the book had... The Nicholas Pileggi book that it's based on, my dad was like obsessed with as well.
We're talking about the movie Casino.
Double time. So he was excited to see the movie. We all went to see
with Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci.
Opening weekend. Yeah, if you don't know Casino,
we'll just
get the head checked.
A lot of people don't know it.
That's true, but all you guys get the head checked if you don't know Casino.
They get it. Yeah, get your head checked.
So we're in the theater. I'm totally unaware of this the entire time, but apparently throughout the course of the movie...
Sorry, did you open this for me? Go ahead. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Throughout the course of the movie, unbeknownst to me, I don't know if you heard it as well, but anyway, this
I did not know during the movie.
Couple, this like waspy, white bread, older couple, but not senior citizens, but older, they were like in their 60s, maybe, yeah. Was like chirping the whole time. The woman especially was like, "Oh, I can't believe this man would take his family to see this movie. Oh, it's so
pretty wild.
It's so violent, and I can't believe that it was Parents of the Year." That's what they were saying. Parents of the Year about my mom and dad.
At the end, that's what they said after the movie.
Okay, so then at the end of the movie, the credits come up, and apparently inspired by what he had just seen, my dad, who is a very mild-mannered guy, very even-keeled. I mean, I've seen him get mad less than 5 times, and this was one of those times. But to me, I didn't know what was going on. So all of a sudden, to my eye, he's just barking at this couple that are like...
The things that he said were unbelievable.
Yeah, he was like...
Well, I mean, it's just Joe Pesci stuff. But
he was basically being Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
The Joe Pesci character in the movie.
I remember what he said.
If your husband had any fucking balls, he'd come back here and fight me, you fucking fat pig. I was like, my dad's just calling somebody a fat pig? Like, what happened?
I didn't want to say it, but you did, so okay.
Well, I mean, he regrets it, you know what I mean? But
he's also 76 now, so you can't really...
this was many, many years ago, and he was just... It triggered him for real. He was like full on triggered that he was being called a bad parent for taking his kids to see Casino, which I don't care if my dad took me. I was going to see Casino in the theaters under some circumstances.
Even as an 11-year-old?
I was going to go figure out a way to see that movie.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And then after, what's that?
A trench coat with somebody else.
Yeah, 2 of us. Yeah.
And then after that, my dad made us eat prosciutto and mortadella. So it was really crazy how Italian he was.
Yeah.
Eat it. I'll put your head in a vice.
And he had a wife beater on.
Yeah.
And
not for nothing, but eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
he was crying about his own mother because that's what all tough guy Italians do.
Yeah. So no, but that did happen, and it was pretty fucking insane.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And I looked, and we were like, Dad, what the fuck? And the guy was like, go. And I was like,
literally pushing his wife.
I did not hear the couple say anything during the movie. Did you?
Not one word.
What if Dad made it up just because he wanted to be like Joe Pesci afterwards?
I mean, yeah, it was crazy. It was truly crazy, especially because it's so out of character for him.
What's so annoying is that those people said anything behind
Why
us.
would they say something?
I mean, I will say it is pretty fucking crazy to bring an 11-year-old to Casino. It's very weirdly violent.
But here's the thing. I was a particular 11-year-old. I wasn't just some random...
No, I know.
I had already seen Goodfellas.
I know.
I already knew I wanted to make movies when I grew up. Like, it was like...
Yeah.
It was a thing I deeply cared about. It was a specific, unique situation.
I would never, ever let Calvin see Casino at 11 years old.
Oh, I'm going to show it to him at 11 years old.
I'm not saying that that's... Like, obviously, it's fine. You know... It's not like you're a serial
No,
killer.
I'm going to show Calvin Casino
But
at
it's
11
just
years
so
old.
weird. That actually even I was 14.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God.
The end is crazy brutal.
the bat thing.
But you got to have that ending
No,
because
no,
he's been such a
of
terrible
course.
guy the whole movie. It actually is a good lesson for an 11-year-old.
Yeah, but you can get that lesson in a fucking children's book. You don't have
Don't
to.
be a violent criminal, or else you will have a violent comeuppance come upon you.
I
yourself.
get that. Yeah. Wait, is the book really good?
I never read the book.
What?
That it's based on. Yeah.
How have you never read the book? You've seen the movie fucking 100 million
Well,
times.
it's not really. The book is a true story.
Yeah.
The movie is very loosely based
Right, of
on the
course,
book.
yeah.
So
I
the
hate loosely
true
based.
story of it didn't really matter to me.
No, I understand, but
Yeah.
you love that movie so much you'd want to see what it was based on, I would think.
I know the basic bones of the actual story.
I know, but
yeah.
I'm just saying I'm shocked you haven't read the book.
Okay, we'll get off my back about it.
No,
How's
I
that
am,
sound?
but I'm just saying
How's
I'm
that
reading.
sound, you fat pig?
I'm reading 1984 for the second time.
Nice.
And for the first time I didn't get the whole way through. I only read like 100 pages, and now I'm on the second time reading
You're
it.
actually reading it?
I'm on page 36 or something.
It's funny how people
trying.
talk about 1984 so much, and anytime, well, obviously, anyone reads
Yeah.
it. I think people are probably surprised, especially for the first time. It's really not straightforward and easy to understand.
No, it's not. But it is also very, and I know this is the thing that people say, it is very weird how it was written in 1945.
Yeah.
And it's still exactly kind of what's happening now.
Well, I think it's because that's what happens every time any kind of totalitarian regime gains a foothold. Or not even totalitarian regime, an oppressive majority or an oppressive
I
whatever
understand, but
society.
the way that guy was able to tap into that and know that at whatever age he was when he wrote that is bonkers. It's so smart.
It was a
And
crazy
I write
time.
those kinds of
It was a
things.
crazy time. 1945 was World War II.
I know, it just ended. I
Russia,
get it. I know.
Germany, a
Look,
lot
I
of
get it.
places
I'm a
popping up.
history buff.
Totalitarianism, you know?
Totalitarianism. That's a totalitarian.
You ever read Animal Farm? You read Animal Farm, right?
No, maybe. What was it?
It's the same thing, but for kids. It's about the totalitarian regime that grows. They kick the farmer out of and then all the animals take over, and they're going to be like great communists, and we're going to share everything, and everything's going to be even now finally for the animals. And then like the bad animals take over and take all the grain and food and make all the lesser, weaker animals do all the hard work. And
Sounds so boring.
everyone read that in school, man. Who
Oh
didn't
yeah,
read
but
Animal Farm?
they don't say it's about totalitarianism.
So drunk, but it is.
I
It's
got
no,
it.
it's specifically in that one is specifically about
totalitarianism.
communism.
Oh, okay. So it's not about totalitarianism.
Well, no, communism usually in practice
It's different.
is a form of totalitarianism.
I know that. That's
So
why
is
Hitler is
fascism.
a Nazi.
Well,
So.
it's not why.
It's
but
one of the reasons that if there wasn't that stuff, there wouldn't be
Hitler
this stuff,
is
right?
an example of the excesses of the right,
Right.
and Stalin and Lenin are examples of the excesses of the left, as is Mao. And yeah,
And it's all good. And Stalin is dead. So
sure is.
we know where that gets you. But
Sure is. There's a 4-hour movie called State Funeral with no dialogue, no plot. It's just footage of different parts of Russia mourning Stalin when he died. They had all these ceremonies and all these like thousands of people would come out and just be. It's like those videos of when
is it on
Kim
Hulu?
Jong Il died.
Is it on Hulu?
No, it's on Mubi.
Mubi?
Yeah.
What's that?
Mubi is like the higher end. It's like not quite Criterion level, but it's a really great streaming
Whoa, I
service.
didn't even know about Mubi.
Yeah, it's got really great stuff.
Dude, let's-
MUBI. It's one of the better streaming sites.
That's like Tubi. But Mubi?
Well, Mubi actually was first. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Tubi's a cuck. That sucks.
But Tubi's great too.
Tubi
Tubi's like the gutter.
has
But I love
everything.
I love Tubi.
There's nothing not on Tubi. Anything that has ever been made is on Tubi.
love Tubi.
Our home videos are on Tubi.
I love Tubi.
Lost your mind. So, and then last night I saw a movie called Men.
Men? Oh, I saw that.
Men. Dude,
I saw that.
what's up with that movie?
I don't know because I fell asleep in it.
All right.
The
Maybe
rudest thing you can say about a movie is you fell asleep and you didn't even ask the people you were with what happened because you were so bored the whole time.
It's definitely a movie to fall asleep to. We'll talk about it more on Lifeline Luxury. Congratulations. We're going to do Lifeline Luxury later. But
we got
yes,
some calls to get to.
Sundays are for Lifeline. Go sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. There's a new episode out right now. You can catch me on tour. I'm going to be in Charlotte and Knoxville and also Little Rock, Arkansas and Nashville.
Cool.
Calgary, Edmonton, Ottawa. Anyway, a bunch of places in Canada.
Ooh, Canada. A lot of places. You can be in Montreal.
Pittsburgh. I'm going to be in Cleveland. I'm going to be in Montreal.
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit. Chrisley.com for tickets. And then if you have a question, click the link in the description below for Lifeline. Or go to watchlifeline.com or leave us a message on the hotline. It's below. And send us a video describing a situation with a weirdo in your life.
That would be good.
If you want a one-on-one advice session with Matt does those. You go to mattdelia.com and you can get the Lifeline merch. Absolutely beautiful merch. Actually, absolutely luxury, beautiful, put together, absolutely amazing fabric. LifelineMerch.com. We've got purple. We've got carnation purple. We have black. We have crow black.
Crow?
We have carnation purple. We have beige.
Goth chicken black.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, and like and subscribe. So that's it.
Receiving applause the way you said thank
you. So all right, let's do it. Let's get into our first thing here, our first video, and let's see what's up.
What's up, Matt? What's up, Chris?
What's up?
Actually, that hoodie's so cool. Get at Chrisley.com.
It's not a big deal. I just wanted to comment on the Crank of Mattel episode. You guys opened up a memory for me that I completely forgot about.
That's what we do.
I also saw the Pablo Francisco stand-up special, because anytime when I would hear the word Irvine, I would say Irvine. And I never knew why I said it like that.
Wow.
Irvine!
You guys put that back.
Spoiled brats in
into my
Irvine.
head now, so I'm very grateful for that.
Hell yeah, dude.
But I also wanted to ask, what are some of you guys' inspirations? Who's the people who
How did he immediately
keep
get
you
so
guys
faded?
up? And how important are inspirations to you guys today?
What a good question.
Yeah. So, love Lifeline, Life Rips, and it's super good.
And super good. Thank you very much. Well,
Oh, he's standing. He's leaving, folks. He has Speedos on? What's happening?
I got a trunk on me, right?
Oh.
So I look at all the inspirational videos online and about working out.
Who inspires you, man? Not like...
Lee Haney.
No, come on. Who inspires you?
God, who inspires me? There's two types of inspiration. There's the kind where you look at and you want to emulate, and there's the kind that you look at, like my sons. Like I see them do things, and that inspires me to be more and better. So I would say my big one is my family and my sons, and my like you guys, like my. Not my family of origin and stuff, but like,
I mean, Dad inspires me for sure.
Yeah, and then the other stuff is like
my mommy inspires me too. I love my mommy.
But then the other stuff is like good people inspire me. Like when I sit down and I have a lunch with somebody and I find that they're living the life they want to live. I have friends that are like this, and then I think, wow, that's good. I want to live like that. Like a lot of mine come from, when I was in rehab or recovery, but then also, then there's also like comedians that inspire me, that when I see them do, it doesn't have to be a big name or anything, or even my favorite comedian, but when I see someone doing new stuff that's kind of working, it's inspirational. And I'm like, okay, I could do that. I want to do that. And then I try and do that.
Got it. But no like figures that are enduringly inspirational to you?
To me, I always think of Tupac. I always think of Tupac and how he was just so himself and didn't give a fuck. And then I often think about, what the fuck would a guy like that be like that now?
He'd probably be very much the same.
I know, but how would he be dealing with, like, what would the reaction be? you know? Like I'm in a situation where I get to say whatever I want because of my profession, and I've already, I'm not doing Hollywood, so I can just, like, I put out an Instagram video today where I was making a joke that was about racism, and I didn't have to not post it because I don't have to worry about losing a fucking brand, deal. Because
Tupac probably would have lost a few, brand deals in his time, in this climate at least, but he also would not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
he
the
would
people
be loud about not giving
honestly,
a fuck.
sometimes the people who are inspirational to me are people who are considered like not good in the media. You know what I mean? Because they try
Pariahs, you mean?
Yeah. Like a lot of fucking,
because they stand up for what they believe in,
exactly.
whether it's
Like
right or
because they
wrong.
just don't, like, the left just kind of doesn't, But it's I don't know specifically, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, inspirations, I think there are ones that I, like when I was a kid, I wanted to like be when I grew up, like people like John Cassavetes.
Yeah, he is very inspiring.
Yeah, he
honestly,
was a big inspiration.
very inspiring.
When I later in life, when I sort of discovered, when I started reading more, I didn't read a lot when I was like, even before I was like 20. Even in college, I didn't really read that much. That all came like right after college. I started doing that. But once I started getting that kind of stuff, like certain writers, certain thinkers, like Sam Harris, like when I was in, I guess, when I was in college and Sam was like in his 20s still, I was extremely inspired by him and his whole, like, the New Atheists, they were called. Like, it was him.
You were listening to Sam Harris when you were in when you were in college?
Not listening. He didn't have a podcast, obviously. But like he was a writer. He wrote a book called The End of Faith that while he was in I think getting his master's degree, he wrote The End of Faith, and it became such a big thing that he dropped out of school and became like a public figure. But I think one of the most inspirational people in like this climate, and it kind of touches on what you're saying, people who kind of don't bend to any sort of crowd or trend or whatever of the day, is Christopher Hitchens. I find Christopher Hitchens to be one of the most inspiring figures. Yeah. Could not even, I actually disagree with him on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I guess that's what I mean. It's like
matter because the way he is about his opinions, they're fully thought through. He fully thinks them and is 0% afraid to speak about any of them. And, it's not that I like people who speak their mind and are super opinionated. I like that when they have reasons to believe those things and can explain those things. It's like, yeah, sure, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I don't give a fuck about yours if there's no basis for thinking it, because it's flimsy and it falls apart. But Hitchens, dude, his mind was just like utterly encyclopedic. In fact, if you watch him speak mid-debate, it's just like, where's he even storing this stuff? And he's often drunk when he does it. He's just like a complete, absolute genius and a true one of a kind. And those are things that I find genuinely. No? Yeah, he died. Yeah, he did. And he was one of those new atheists. And when he was dying, he was very sick. He had the chemo. He had no hair. People would always ask him, like, what do you think about what happens when you die? 0% change. 0% of it was he like, well, I found God and this and that. Maybe opening up, maybe. No, he thinks what he fucking thinks. Sick or not, dying or not, here or not here. It doesn't matter.
He just goes like this. He goes, oot, oot. And the last words, oot. Women aren't funny. Oot.
Actually, I do think he got into a lot of trouble. Wasn't that one of the things he said?
Thing about how he said women aren't funny, yeah.
But he wrote a whole article about it.
I mean, it's so funny, dude. I don't even know he meant to be funny, but he was just like, they don't need to be.
Yeah, right.
That was the thing.
Why women aren't funny.
Right, that's the article, right?
Like, so dick. Call it something else,
Such a shit starter, man.
So dick.
And it was Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair.
It makes it's so funny when a guy it's so funny when a guy talks like that and is able to. It's why I like some like Chris Rock, like, to make sense of something like that. It doesn't mean you're right, but to make it make sense, the way you're breaking it down is fucking utterly hilarious. Like, for him to say, well, they don't need to be. It's actually a good point. Women don't need to be funny.
So I think his argument is that men need to be funny to be able to participate in the gene pool, in the dating.
Yes.
Right. And women
don't.
Don't need that attribute because men will like them anyway.
Of course, right.
Okay.
But that's fair to say.
But what about Wendy Liebman, dude?
No. Well, the women are funny.
All I'm going to say to that is, what about Wendy Liebman?
No, I know. She's the funniest. She is the funniest.
Oh, you think so too?
Yes.
Dude, she's so funny.
Dude, I was at the airport with her once, and I was just like, I can't believe that Wendy Liebman is here. She's so funny.
So funny.
Yeah, she's so funny.
You know Judy Tenuta? You know her?
Yeah, who's
From-
that?
A little before Wendy Liebman. She's just like a... Sandra Bernhard is also hilarious.
Yeah.
Not that... Obviously, women are funny, but like that is a
Yeah.
hilarious article, yeah.
Some women are funny. I mean, you can't just say women.
Also,
are
yeah,
funny.
But you can't say men are funny either.
Right.
The least funny people I know are certainly men. You know why?
Why?
Because they think they're funny, dude.
But they
The
are
worst-
funny.
But not every man.
they don't mean
though.
to be funny.
No, but what I'm saying is obviously I'm not taking the place of like, well, so are men. I'm just saying the people who are the least funny are to me men who think they're funny but aren't. There's nothing worse
it's
than
bad,
being
yeah.
around a guy who like is super confident and
Women
thinks
are
he's
like that too. It's so equally annoying when a woman does it.
Sure, I know less women like
Okay,
that.
right. Because you're sexist and you don't hang out with
Yeah,
women.
exactly. Yeah, I refuse to hang out with women.
My whole thing is when women are like, they turn 30, when hot women turn 30 and they decide to do stand up. That to me is just like, it's so glaringly obvious that like less dudes are looking at you now, that now you're like fucking roping them into having to look at you
Oh,
because
is that?
you're standing on
Damn,
stage.
I never thought about it like that. The
Yeah.
way I thought about that was
Dude, you're 30 and hot and you're starting stand up now? You're terrible.
what I thought about that. What I've always thought about that. Well, not about specifically getting into stand up comedy, but I've had actually several girlfriends now who, and I've always dated women my age and never really dated younger women. So many of them have been either approaching 30 or just after 30. And many of them were actresses. And that was around the time they started to be like, well, I want to do funny stuff.
Yeah.
But I think though, in my mind, with them, my feeling was always they know that their looks aren't going to last forever.
Yeah.
And maybe they're not the best actors in the world, so they need like other options. Is the way I
that's
thought
a
of it
nice
as.
way to think of it.
Well, these were people I was intimately involved with, so I was going to give them the most generous
Credit.
possible reading.
But however, Hollywood is about broken souls, and these people are most of the time like, well, guys aren't paying attention to me anymore. Let's fucking hijack a comedy show because I could get on because I'm hot.
But don't you think it's more about survival of their career or their livelihood?
I don't.
You think it's just like an ego thing?
Yes, I do.
I mean,
I do. Because people aren't that deep, especially women in Hollywood.
but it doesn't take the depth to be about your own survival of your career.
Survival, but they're just like, I need people to look at me. I think it's that simple. They're just like, I'm going to be funny. Dude, if nobody ever told you were funny, besides your friends and besides a guy that wants to fuck you every now and then, you're not funny. Don't do stand up. And then like so many female comedians will be like, we don't get the same opportunities. Like horse shit. You can jump on any lineup. It's full of fucking people that are just like, oh yeah, chicks, let's have them on. It's ridiculous.
There's that funny Bill Burr thing where he's asked about something like that. I can't remember.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It went viral or something. Yeah,
he's just like, stop.
He's like, just be funny. Who gives a shit?
Funny. It's the truth. Yeah. Dude, go up and murder. If you can murder, you're great.
Well, that's the thing about
male
comedy.
or female, doesn't matter. And there are females that fucking murder.
Yes, for sure.
And there are men that murder.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Talking about crime.
But don't go on stage and have a ho-hum set on a Friday night, because it happens all the time, dude. It happens all the time. Fucking people get up there and they're just like, bro, this is your job. Motherfuckers out there make furniture and you fucking sit in the chair for years. And these fucking people will go up 3 years into comedy just like, and so I was playing an app game, and what's the deal with fucking Bejeweled? And you're like, this is my Friday night. I make fucking chairs, asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda. Mostly.
It's just so whack, dude. Why are you laughing so much? On what?
Gonna kick
on one?
His ass, dude.
No, I just fucking... You know why I'm asking him why he's laughing so hard? Because I want to know. Because I'm invested in what he thinks is funny. Because he's an audience and I want my audience to think I'm as funny as possible. Because I obsess about it. Because I'm bonkers good at stand-up because it's all I ever want to do, and I didn't turn 32 and then decide to get on stage because people stopped looking at me because now I got some wrinkles. I go on stage because I obliterate. And dude, people who talk shit can't follow me.
Deeper.
Bro, are you blocked? If you're talking shit, you must be blocked because you can't follow me, dude.
It kind of seems like you're actually talking to me, you know?
Bro, I buy a chair, I
With
sit
the chair
in it
thing. With the fucking chair thing, dude.
Dude, I buy a chair, I sit in it for years, dude. If it breaks, I don't go back. So what are you doing on stage? 3 years in talking about Bejeweled.
Okay. Speaking of inspirations,
good
I think
video,
I
you
think
know?
we got that covered, you know? We got that covered. All right. Who's next?
Candy
you know?
Crush was the thing I couldn't think
Bejeweled was the worst.
But
Was he in the
I'm
closet?
wondering how
Start
y'all
over?
feel about your girlfriend.
I'm being held hostage right now, so I got to be brief.
I don't know who to call. So I'm sending a Lifeline video in. Please come help me.
Hey, Matt and Chris, I'm at work right now, so I have to be brief, but I'm wondering how y'all feel about your girlfriend popping your pimples if
bro,
you were
interesting.
anywhere close to her.
What's up with
Sometimes
that?
it seems like
Bro.
if I'm anywhere around her, she's dialed in and she
Yeah.
goes to me and starts popping pimples on my body and my face, and it hurts.
First of all, so gross.
How do y'all feel about that?
Why you
Y'all
got so many
have that
pimples,
problem?
bro?
Life rips.
Clean your
booyah,
skin,
Booyah,
dude.
booyah.
No. This guy.
Yeah,
Uncle
I know
Sam,
about
look,
that.
Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam did.
Dude, yesterday
Uncle Bald Sam.
talked about this. Yesterday I talked about this with Kristen. Dude,
Does she do it?
every single girlfriend has ever done it. Wait, no, let me. Dude,
me
no.
too, except for one. One never has once done it, and you know what? She's by far the best one.
Okay, well, look.
Not because of that, but I'm just maybe because of that.
Yeah.
Maybe because of that.
Could be.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's unreal how much they want to do it.
What is that?
I don't know.
Women send
no
videos
man
about that,
would ever
please.
want to do that. Yeah, Hey, a woman, please
Yes.
send us a video in.
Yeah,
and tell us why you want to do that.
Yeah.
Because I've told Kristen, and here's the thing. I've told Kristen, she'll be like, "Ooh, let me get it." I say, "Please don't. I don't like when you do it. Just leave it, or I'm going to do it."
you don't like it?
No, it hurts when she does it. When I do it, it doesn't, because I know what kind of pain is happening.
I kind of always liked it, but I go
What?
on. Go
It
on,
hurts,
yeah.
though.
But I like a little bit of pain sometimes. You know
All
what I'm
right, so
saying? It hurts when I do it too, though. No, it hurts when I do it too. You know?
you can at least control the level.
Sure. Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
keep going. Keep going.
But and then I was like, "Come on!" And I asked her. I said, "Yo, I very seriously, I don't want you to do this anymore." And
You
she was
broke
like,
it down.
Really?
For her. You were like, I don't.
And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay." Guess what? She still did it. So great. So she did it yesterday. So I said, "No, I don't want you to do it." She's like, "Okay, I won't do it." But dude, this is the other thing, dude. I'll say to her, "Hey, why do all chicks want to do this?" And she'll be like, "Don't say that. I'm not like that," or whatever the fuck. This is another thing that women will do. And you're like, "Oh, dude, so now I don't even get to, you're going to fucking hurt my, and I don't get to say the thing that's, by the way, true."
Wait. So what is her reason?
Every woman I've ever been with likes to do that.
I get that. Well, what is she?
And every woman I've ever been with, when I say, "Why do fucking chicks all like to do this?" They say, "Oh, I'm like all chicks. I'm not like that."
Oh, really? Damn.
Hey.
You're on a sitcom, huh? In life?
Hey.
Your life is a sitcom?
Hey. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's unbelievable. I don't know what it is about that like, yes, but the truth is, sir, yes,
Yeah,
that
there's
is what
something going
happens.
on with that. No question.
It's so weird,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It must be a taking care of grooming. I mean, you know, like like moms for sure like to groom their kids when they come out. Maybe it's a version of that.
Also, Also, there's like, I mean, for sure, it's like an eternally
Yeah.
baked into human.
Because Kristen is always like with the hair on Calvin and William and shit, and you're like, hey, it's fine.
Also, skin in general is women are much more
Well, for sure, yeah.
proactive and interested in keeping their skin
Yeah.
healthy. So it makes sense that they would extend that
Yeah.
to their
Yeah.
boyfriends or husbands or whatever,
Yeah.
But still, it is odd. It is odd, yeah. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there were a couple specifically that
You
were
don't
like
think about this?
obsessed with
It's so weird, man.
doing it. Yeah.
And it wasn't just a couple; it was all of them. But anyway, so it's all
No, all of them would do it,
Yeah.
but two in particular were like obsessed, like
Yeah,
would check.
it was more
Would be
than
like, pull down your shirt, like pull up your
Oh
shirt. you know?
God, it was more than two, but yeah.
Pull down your pants. Pull
Let's
down your
go
pants,
out-
take off your underwear. Take off your underwear. Da, 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 you know.
Two of them, we would go out on the street and be like, let's find guys to pump pimples on. Ooh, that guy looks good. Sir, take off your shirt. What? Excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But that fucking,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, tell her no, dude. So make a boundary. They don't respect him, though. What do you want?
All
Next
right.
one.
Who's next?
So dark.
Hi guys, I am reaching out because I want advice to reach out to an ex or not.
Advice to reach out to
was
an ex
in a
or not?
relationship 2 years ago, and we were together for 13 months. It was very toxic,
Okay.
mental, emotional,
So no.
physical, every way.
Okay, so then no.
But there was a lot of substance abuse in that, so take that into account. But anywho, I've been single for almost 2 years, and I've been dating. I've been putting myself out there. I go to therapy. I'm very open to everything, but I still think about him frequently, and I'm still missing him, even though I know he's not a great person. So my advice is that I need is, should I reach out to him just to see what he says? Like, will that closure help me? Or should I reach out to, other than my therapist, who else should I reach out to, I guess? Or should I or not?
That's
Thank
a
you.
good
Love you
question.
guys. Bye.
That is a good
Thank
question.
you for the question.
Yeah.
100% absolutely no, I think.
Here's the thing. Are you? She's mentioned closure, and that surprised me. I thought she was saying, should I reach out and get back
Oh,
together?
that is
with
what
her?
I thought you said.
But she said, should I reach out? And then she said something about closure, as if that would be if the purpose of getting closure is what's behind it, then sure, it's up to
I
you.
guess.
If you have the mental wherewithal to handle that potential landmine, then sure. But I mean, especially because of the substance abuse, that this just sounds like you're stepping into a swamp that's going to suck you right
Sounds
back
like
up.
you're stepping into a relapse is what you're stepping into.
But I mean, if you're seeking closure, maybe. But if you're seeking
I don't
to
believe-
renew your relationship, nah.
I don't believe in closure.
Nah, because you're gonna. Neither do I. But some people do, and it's real to them. And I've known people that really actually makes a huge difference to. So if you're like that, then sure. But if you are looking to reopen a potential relationship, which look, I'm not telling you what you're feeling and thinking. You know better than me because you're you. But it kind of sounds like that actually might be what's behind it, even if you tell yourself otherwise.
What, to see him again and be with him?
Yeah, to be with
for
him
sure,
again. Even if you think you're seeking, you need closure, what you're really
get some
seeking is
emo.
to reconnect. And I know it's hard. 2 years is a long time to be single, especially after a relationship that was super intense, both good and bad. But I think remain steadfast and know that there will be some guy who comes along that makes you stop thinking about that guy.
Yeah, for sure. That's
I
it.
promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you that will happen.
And in the meantime, just work on yourself, stay sober, and then talk to your therapist. Who else do you talk to your therapist about that for sure? But
Yeah.
then who else
Oh,
do you
yeah.
talk to about it? I mean, I would talk about if you are sober in those meetings, you could talk about it 100%.
Yeah. And if you're not in meetings and you are sober or struggling to stay sober,
you
just
should
go to a
those
meeting.
meetings. Yeah,
Even
there's a
if
lot
you're-
on Zoom.
Even if you're still using, go.
Yeah.
It's helpful.
I go to some Zoom meetings. I go to some that are in like fucking. They're all over the world, like I'll because of Zoom. Like I go in and I do my meetings. Sometimes, because usually meetings when the in-person ones, they're at like fucking 6:30 a.m. at the beach or something, and you're just like, I'm a comedian.
So where
I'm
do
not
you?
gonna do that.
How do you?
I wake up. Sometimes I'll do it at like 9:30, and it'll be like a noon meeting in Houston, or literally I've done them in like
wait.
Scotland.
Whoa.
If late at night, I could do them at 1
So
a.m.
you could just bomb in. You don't know anybody.
Yeah, you can. It's not bombing. I mean, it's like it's open for anyone. But like I go in and
sorry. I actually have a question. How do you get in?
you
gotta
get
know
a link.
somebody.
There's like a forum where you can just look, and every hour on the hour they show it, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go to this meeting. I'm going to do it at fucking midnight, and it's in Scotland or whatever.
Oh, that's so
and
cool.
you go in, yeah.
Damn. Sometimes
I don't normally show my
the
face because
internet
I don't want to
is so
fucking
cool,
be a
man.
distraction. You know what I mean? Because I know that people. But
nobody knows
sometimes
who
it
you are.
says on the Zoom, it says Chris D'Elia. I'm like, I gotta fucking
Change your
that.
name.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
To Skibbity. No, I did. I changed it to Theo Von.
nice.
No, but I do want to go to more ones in person, and then I do that, and then I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like the Zoom ones are better. Although I do feel like the Zoom ones you can do other shit like check your phone or fucking look stuff up on the internet while you're on the thing.
That's not ideal. Probably.
It's not ideal, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So probably no is the answer. Should you reach out to this guy? But you're you, so you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway, probably.
Yeah, but have some faith in her, Talk to your therapist and also do some of those meetings.
Be real with yourself. If you want to get back together with them,
Falling.
don't.
This guy falling.
In the middle.
I'm in an absolutely magnificent place right now.
Okay, bragging.
It's Albania. And I am here alone right now. And I was wondering if you had any tips on just good ways to entertain yourself when you're alone.
I've considered going down the path. Okay, so what does this say? This is a boring
You
question.
recognize him, right?
Yeah, he called in a long time ago.
We did? Really?
That's the guy, the France guy.
The France.
The guy with the girl?
The guy with the girl, and he
That's
was talking
him?
about, he was thinking about going to France, following a girl to France. Yeah.
He followed a girl to Albania, dude.
Oh, wow, yeah. This guy.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so what does it say here? This is a boring question. My real
Anybody-
question is, what is the best way to do a career?
man.
Oh my God!
Look, man.
The best way to do a career?
Let me tell you something right now.
An alien, an absolute alien.
Let me tell you something right now. Anybody, I'm going to straight up say it, dude. Anybody who travels alone is fucking nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't agree.
If you don't have that thing, by the time you decide, look at all the things. Okay, so I'm going to go to Greece alone. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to go in November.
Okay.
I'm going to get the flight today.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I get the flight. I get the thing. Maybe I'll refund it. I don't know, but I get the
Sure.
flight. I get the insurance.
Travel insurance.
If in August, September, October, November, 4 months, you don't think, fuck it, I'm just going to chill.
Okay.
You're a batshit crazy person.
Wow, that is a heavy take. I don't agree at all. I don't do that. I don't like to travel alone.
Because you're
But,
not batshit crazy.
but when I
because
was
you're not batshit crazy.
younger, I really
When you weren't all together. When you were younger.
sure. But don't you want to make a caveat then? Like, unless you're like a teenager, early 20s.
He's too old.
Well, that guy's absolutely crazy. We know that about him already.
Anyone who goes to another country to find themselves is a fucking lunatic.
But that's not
dude.
what he
Hey,
did.
You're right there.
You didn't. He didn't say I'm looking for myself.
I know, but I'm saying, you know he said
But here's
those
the
things.
deal. Why would you be solo traveling to just Albania?
You're lonely, no one likes you, and you're crazy.
Sex tourism.
Nice.
No, but like, let's just stick to the question.
He's in Albania?
He said he's in Albania, dude.
Wow, I didn't know it looked that nice. I got to go alone.
What was the question exactly? How do you
have fun alone? What do you do to have fun alone?
dude, what is this question?
Smack off.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
You can read about anything.
Walk
you can learn
around.
about anything. You can go anywhere you
It's
want.
cool to be alone. It's cool to be alone. It's good to be alone sometimes. But to travel alone, hey, congratulations. You're part of the nutty club.
Nah. What if you really want to travel and then there's no one who wants to go?
You don't go.
But what if you really want to?
Aw, it sucks.
Why?
Get some more friends that want to go.
No, dude. No.
It's
this is
so
wrong.
bonkers, bro.
This is a wrong take, man.
That's fine. It's
This is
so
a wrong take.
bonkers to travel alone and like go backpacking by yourself.
But then you like meet people and have like real like things, like adventures.
Yeah,
and stuff.
and
That's cool.
until it is cool, and if you do it, you're nuts. It's not cool. It's cool. You're cool and nuts.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, okay. It's becoming a clearer picture now.
You think about the person at dinner, and you're all hanging out. Y'all got jobs. Y'all fucking worked hard. You did your college shit. You left college, you got married, you had kids. And then there's one person that was like, dude, I went to Italy by myself for 3 months and just chilled.
I would want to talk to that guy.
Because crazy people are interesting.
But also because he was in Italy for 3 months and nobody at the table was. They were all just living their lives, having kids or doing their jobs that are boring. I don't want to hear about those. I want to hear about the guy that was alone in Italy.
You also, if there was an assassin at the table, you'd want to talk to him.
Absolutely.
Because
correct.
he's fucking crazy.
No, because he's an assassin.
Assassins are crazy.
I don't want to just talk to a guy who's crazy because he's crazy.
I would beg to differ because I do.
Maybe, yeah.
You're crazy? Let's have lunch. You know my friends.
Wow.
You know my friends.
Worst policy. Yeah, but you got less crazy friends now than you used to.
That is true.
Like you used to be friends with guys I like wouldn't even want to let in my house.
That is true.
Or like know where I live.
That is so true.
Yeah. Now it's not like that.
No, I know. That's so true. I wish, man, those people were so funny to fucking be around. Jesus Christ. Dude, guess what?
What?
2 things.
Okay.
One thing, it's a throwaway, but the reason why people think that my legs are so skinny are not because they're skinny, but they're because my knees are knobby, and I'm working on it.
Okay.
My quads are going to pop out.
So far, we got 1, don't care. What else you got for me?
Number 2, that was the throwaway one. This is the real banger. Dude, I actually can't believe this. You know how I used to run the block on Coldwater and Ventura?
No, but okay.
You know how I used to fucking run the block? I used to go to the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf.
Block, literally run the block. Okay, yeah.
I used to go to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf.
Yeah.
I knew the guy who worked at the fashion place next door.
That. Yeah.
And there was a fucking...
I hated that Coffee Bean.
Okay,
Go ahead, yeah.
but there was a fucking BG to go. I would go get the Cobb salad. It was the best in the city.
Yeah, okay.
They all knew me at the sushi place.
Yeah,
and
hated that sushi
And then the fucking
place.
Western Bagel turned to Five Guys.
Yeah,
but I ran that Western Bagel.
Yeah.
I ran it.
I remember, yeah.
Okay, but the Coffee Bean was my shit.
Yes.
I mean, bro, I was the mayor. You know what I mean? Right there in that little block, I was the mayor.
Okay.
Governor fucking... Not governor, but... Mayor Viragosa.
Yeah,
he fucking saw me once there.
I was there.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
How crazy was it to see a guy in the midst of a re-election campaign? He looked so dead and
Tired,
weary.
right.
There was a camera crew just getting up this like meet and greet at a random place, and he was just like, he got close to our faces when he shook our hands, and I was like, wow, it's misery to be a politician.
But he did that for me because he knows that I run that little fucking
He was basically trying to get your endorsement.
Right. Because if I did, that swayed like 18 votes, right?
And he won.
The old guy with the briefcase with the Nesquik in it.
Who always farted. And he would call the governor's office and talk about all the Mexican nationals that he didn't want around anymore. You're so racist.
Yeah, dude. Bro, the guy would come in with a fucking... And I haven't even told you the thing yet, the banger yet. But the guy comes in... with the briefcase. How old was he?
I hated that 70? Guy, dude.
I wanted to be that guy's friend, bro.
Oh, I hated that guy.
Dude, 70?
A loud racist who farts all the time?
He was terrible.
There's nothing worse than that.
He was terrible. So hold on. 70, right?
Oh, at least.
Would you say?
At least.
Dude, one guy came in, a black guy with like the... I don't even know what to call it without sounding... I'm ignorant. But like the orange, like... He was African, you know.
A dashiki?
Maybe he had a dashiki on.
A diki? Maybe he had a diki on.
Maybe he had a Sudoku on. I don't know. But so maybe he had some chorizo on. I have no idea. But the guy says, "When in Rome," and he's,
oh my god! Oh! Wow!
Excuse me, sir. And he was like,
"This was an African guy." He was oh shit, dude! What
and he was
dick.
Like, "What are you wearing all this for?" Yeah, it was terrible. He was like, "Sir, you're ignorant," and he was like,
"Oh, so he got into it good."
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean, fuck this guy, you know.
God. Calling the governor's office.
He would call him. I think it was the mayor, honestly.
Okay, yeah,
he would say, "Yeah, I want to talk to the mayor." On his little flip back then, it was the
about all these Mexican nationals. Like,
yep.
What are you?
Yep. And he was right. And he was right.
What are you talking about?
And he was right. There are Mexican nationals.
B. The most racist you can be is to be loudly racist in public and seem like you don't care.
Yeah, for
or
sure.
you even notice.
100%.
You know?
And so he it's actually, they talk about what's inspiring. It's inspiring that guy was so racist and didn't give a fuck.
He was just off his shit.
He was, yeah, he was.
Count.
But he would come to the Coffee Bean with a briefcase, not like a backpack or a duffel bag.
No, a briefcase.
Like a briefcase that you like would see in a movie, and like Dan Aykroyd would have it. You know, and you're like, what is in 1980? You know, and in the briefcase he had some papers that were something, I guess.
Yeah.
His cell phone and fucking Nestle Quick.
Yep.
And he would go order coffee, iced coffee.
The powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then put the thing in it and mix it up. It was actually hot coffee. Now that I remember. And it was so disgusting.
What a fucking dickhead.
And get on the horn and talk to fucking the mayor. But anyway, that coffee shop closed down when?
Oh, it did?
10 years ago?
Okay.
Maybe not. No, probably like 6 years ago. It's been closed ever since.
It's just there?
It's just there. It's just
Nothing's
a
in
building.
it.
Every time I drive by, I'm like, I loved it there.
I know that. It sucked.
Dude.
Oh, God, it sucked. I can't even, express how much it sucked.
Did you think it sucked?
Don't lie.
Yeah, don't lie.
I didn't love it. I mean, it's a strip mall coffee bean.
Thank you.
There's
It's
nothing.
the AC.
It's not a vibe.
The
you know?
AC sucked.
It's so not a vibe.
It was the least of a vibe.
It's so not a vibe, dude.
The AC would just blast on you in certain
Bro.
seats. Other places, it was
Loved
so
it.
hot.
Loved it, dude.
Eddie Murphy would go there.
All the time. And
he would always
say, what's up?
He would always say hi to me. Yeah.
Me.
But me too.
Okay,
and I
but-
was like, you're a comedian. Why is he saying hi to me?
Because he probably didn't know which one was me, you know?
Maybe. Or he thought I was your brother.
Yeah. He was nice as fuck. He
So
was good
nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Always with cartoon, comic book, beautiful
Yeah.
women.
Women
It was
Eddie
like
Murphy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. With his Rolls Royce or Bentley
yeah,
out
just
front running.
killing it.
He'd
you
leave
know?
it running.
Just
yeah.
fucking, there's one Eddie Murphy, you know?
Yeah.
And, dude, it's back.
It came back? Dude, that's
Yesterday
a
I drive by.
nightmare.
It's going to be an Alfred's coffee.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's
so you
a
know
good
I don't
place.
like Alfred's coffee, but you better believe I'm going to go, dude.
You better go.
And,
dude,
and not only is it back, dude,
You're back?
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in and be like, I'm thinking I'm back. Like, dude, this is the final form of me not being canceled anymore, is that this fucking coffee shop is back.
Both of our producers just got up and walked away from their seats simultaneously. And I can't see either one of them anymore. They're just gone.
Dude, why? Because I'm talking about my fucking block?
I don't know.
I am so excited, and I go, no way. And I'm with Kristen. Dude, I'm 43, and this shit I think about. I had no way, dude, look. And she said, oh my God.
And
Because she knows all about
The
it.
fact that it's an Alfred means maybe I'll actually come by
Yeah.
sometime.
Bro, I'm going to go.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, it's hectic.
Because it's actually going to be good coffee.
Oh, it's
instead of
hectic.
Coffee bean and tea leaf.
Oh,
dude,
it's hectic.
Which is a nightmare. Dude.
Oh, it's hectic, dude.
People talk shit about Starbucks drip coffee.
Well, Starbucks
coffee
is
bean
fucking
drip
awful.
coffee is dead.
It's better than Starbucks,
It's
dude.
dirt water.
Starbucks is fucking my asshole.
It's really bad.
Squeezed.
It's so
okay?
bad. It's
Coffee
so
bean
bad.
is bad.
Coffee bean's really bad
But
as well.
the iced coffee at Coffee Bean is better, way better than the iced coffee
Okay,
at Starbucks.
well, I wouldn't know because I don't drink iced
Okay.
coffee because I like actual coffee. but
Okay, I like actual coffee. That's the fucking shit. I get the espresso, dude. I get
is
it really.
Civil's good, right?
Civil's cold brew is very good. The espresso they make is not good. And I went there and I said, hey, because I always get the 4 shots over ice.
Damn. Okay.
That's exactly right. So don't come at me with the whole I only drink real coffee, bro. I'm the man when I get the 4 shots.
That doesn't mean you're the man, but go
All
on.
right, well, you know what I'm saying, though. I'm really gangster when it comes to my shit. So I go to Civil, I get the 4 shots. I really want Civil to be a good place. I get the 4 shots. It's not good. So I say, let me try the cold brew. That's what I always go back to. If the espresso isn't good, I get the cold brew. Cold brew is fantastic. So I say, the guy says, 4 shots? I say, no, I'm gonna get the cold brew this time. He says, oh, really? How come? I said, I like it better. And he goes, ouch. And I'm like, he doesn't know I don't like the 4 shots.
Also, they're both made by Civil. So
I know, not him.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
I don't like when.
I didn't like how he did ouch, but
Yeah,
I
don't
really like that guy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, really nice.
tasted good with the bad. All right,
And-
should we do what? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we could do another one, but the Civil, but the best one of the chains is Pete's.
Yeah, I mean, pizza's whatever, but okay.
All right, dude. Well, what chain do you like?
Alfred.
No, I mean bigger chain. Alfred's there's like 7 of them.
I guess of the big chains,
Yeah.
Pete's is probably the
Okay.
one that I.
I would count Seattle's best,
dislike.
but there's never one.
Yeah, those aren't around here.
Yeah,
though,
I guess you're right.
You know.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So Starbucks, Coffee Bean, Starbucks, Coffee Bean, Pete's. Those are the 3 that I know of that are chains.
Then Pete's. is the best of those three.
But that's because there's the least Pete's. It's always the ones that don't have.
Right.
But then you get into the mom and pop shops that are fucking terrible. So I don't even want to get started on that.
Less terrible than the big chains, though. We're just going in circles. All right, let's do one more.
All right, let's do another one.
Matthew Modine.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Delia Brothers? Love you both. Love the show, man. I listen every Sunday. All right, so guys, I was laid off this morning, man. It's the first time it's ever happened to me.
Blue sky.
Oh, shit, that sucks. I'm sorry.
So the advices I am asking is,
Not his
do
hand.
do I just go out and get another job full time? By trade, I'm a draftsman. I got a certification for that at a tech school. I design and draw 2D and 3D construction documents. And, so my advice is that I'm looking for is, do you guys think I should maybe go back to school, become an engineer, take this time to, improve my resume, my level of education? Or do I start my own business, freelance, work for myself? I've been doing it for 10 years. I got plenty of experience. Both these things would be hard, a lot of money. I've got a wife and 2 kids, so it would be tough. It would be real tough. So what would you guys do? Would you take this time, take it as a sign maybe that life still rips,
It does.
and pursue something better? Or do you just find another job, get right back into it, working full time, potentially getting laid off again? What would you guys do? Thanks.
If there's an avenue towards having your own business and working to yourself, if that's a viable avenue that you can see daylight on, do that.
Yeah, do that.
Because more and more being an employee, it's going to just become more and more precarious as time goes on. That's not a rule just throughout history always, but it is a rule to my eye right now. Being an employee now anywhere is so precarious, like bad. It's just not a good deal in so many industries. I don't know about yours, but like, see if you can. School is one avenue that you look. If by the end of that school, engineer school, there's like money and jobs that will be available to you right away, that could be viable. But I think if there's a possibility of having your own business and that seems like it could actually work, go toward that full speed.
And you never know what's going to be happening with like the fucking AI of it all, with especially with your profession. Like,
right.
I would just not waste time trying to make your career. And I'm not that going to school is wasting time, but like sometimes in some cases it is.
But in his case, it would be after school. He'd have a much more sort of like, he'd be able to actually get work as an engineer.
I understand,
which is higher paying and more what?
Except for you don't know what's going to happen with AI.
Right. But
I think that's a real thing.
If you start your own business, you could actually fold in some kind of whatever's going on in the future.
That's what my point is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All things said and done, I feel like if Matt's right though, you have to see like an actual path towards it.
Right.
Don't just blindly be like, I'm going to start my own business.
Totally,
That's what idiots do.
But I'm not a big fan of like the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, but have like a general idea of a structure of a plan that's like, okay, well, first it's going to be this, and it's going to be hard until this, and then if it does get better by this time, then I'm onto something, and then I can build on that, and it's like have benchmarks, because otherwise you'll feel like you're flailing and you'll want to stop and quit. And you got to have little benchmarks along the way that make you remember that you're on the path toward progress. But yeah, start a business.
And remember, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely don't forget that.
Jay-Z said that.
That would be really bad.
Hove.
Do we know how Hova became his thing?
Yeah, he started saying, "Hey, you know what? My thing is Hova. Call me Hova."
Why?
People.
What is Hova?
Jehovah.
Jehovah's Witness. He's a Jehovah's Witness?
No, he's Jesus.
He's
like Jesus.
Is Jesus Christ?
That's what he's saying. Yeah, but all rappers say that.
They do.
Yo, I'm like Jesus.
That
I
is
died and came back.
That is
Tupac
the most
used to do it.
sacrilege shit. Are they Christians though? Are they all Christians?
I don't know.
If they're all Christians, they say that and they should be going. They should know that sends them straight to hell.
Yeah, they don't care though.
Cool.
Nobody's really a Christian when it comes down to it.
Cool. But I know that.
It's not a nickname. He said, "Hey, call me that."
Asking is where it comes from. What is that?
Jehovah. Jesus.
Okay. That's very weird, but okay.
Well, it is weird. Is it raining out?
It looked like it was going to rain when I was pulling
Fuck
up.
all that.
Fuck all that.
It's like, come on, mate. I was going to get my car washed. I guess not. Listen, guys. Lifeline Luxury. There's a new episode now. So go to patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. Come on down Charlotte and Little Rock, Arkansas, and Knoxville and Nashville and Cleveland and Pittsburgh and all these different places. ChrisLeah.com. I'll be there soon. And also leave a comment or what the if you want to call in or whatever, there's
the hotline.
link. The hotline or send in a video. We like the videos better, but the hotline works too.
You want
Go
a
ahead and
one-on-one
click it.
session with Mr. Me? You go to mattdelia.com, book a session with Mr. Me.
So
It'll
gay,
save
Mr.
your
Me.
life. And you want the merch? Go to lifelinemerch.com. Get every single piece of the merchandise. Otherwise, you're not a real fan, and that is upsetting to me. And yeah, when you get the merch, send us pics. Thank you.
And it's mostly that my knees are knobby, not the fact that I have skinny legs. So thank you very much, guys. Woo! Make sure you're subscribed.